The wild flowing fire burns what is no longer necessary. And you need to let it move through you and move you with it.
I believe in truth, and I believe in light.
It's much less difficult to focus on something simple than to work through something complex when you believe that you're in charge. When you think that it's all up to you, addressing complexity gives you the misimpression that you have to navigate it all as a controller. When you recognize that driving is not the best metaphor for this, you begin to understand that there are currents moving you. This is more like kayaking down a river. The momentum is happening. You don't need to press it. You can't press it. And you're not supposed to get depressed about this, because there is a supposed to that encourages you to go with the flow. Now look, the flow in a river might push you into the edge, might push you into a rock. This is not a complete abdication of your responsibility to navigate. This is a charge, a calling, an encouragement, a suggestion that you recognize the current as something that's beyond you. And you appreciate it. You work with it. You commit to recognizing how it moves, when it inspires you, when it slows, when it speeds, how it turns, and how it might twist a little recklessly in a manner that you need to help move out of, shall we say. Wild, flowing energy moves you. In life, it is moving you. That doesn't mean do whatever comes to mind at the peak of your intense feelings. That does not mean that you're supposed to burn everything in your way to a cinder. What it means is you're supposed to learn how to recognize the flame from the earth that you are a part of. Through your body. This body is not yours. This body is alone. It's not even a gift. You're going to give this back. You're going to give every single molecule back to the earth. And when you give it back, you'll be in a better position to recognize the extraordinary time that you've had inhabiting it. When you inhabit this body, it moves you. It demonstrates to you feelings that are, at worst, very difficult to deal with. Frequently tense and anxious and confusing, perhaps numb to the extent that you've ignored them or resisted them. Because the current isn't always rapids. The current is often a kind of flow that it moves you with grace. And still, if you oppose it, you're going to suffer or at best numb yourself. It's okay to push against momentum in your feelings. That's appropriate. Sometimes you have to struggle to make sure you don't get crashed into the side, crash into another person. You still need to stay aware and sharp and even use all of your strength and will to reshape what's in front of your face and the way in which your feelings are moving you. Going with the flow of your feelings doesn't mean as soon as you get very angry at someone, you bash them. You have to learn to discern the difference between the ideas, often the poor, reactive, childish ideas you might have in response to intense feelings, but dig deep enough to recognize that the feelings themselves are below. They're below the ideas that you might associate with them, or the ideas that might be inadvertently tangled because of who you are. You are someone who has a history of responding to feelings in particular ways. When you start to learn how to change that, you have to deal with your baggage. And your baggage isn't just something you carry. Your baggage is embedded in how you react to strong feelings. Your reactions themselves carry this long-term momentum, not only of your own patterns, but of the patterns you inherit from your family and your culture. Changing that is your responsibility, and I'm here to help you do that. The wild flowing fire burns what is no longer necessary, and you need to let it move through you and move you with it. And how you do that is an extraordinary challenge. It's a whole new threshold. It's a whole new world once you allow this light to move within you.
I believe in truth. And I believe in light. I believe in the inner visions of my second sight.